So, am I live? I might be live. Am I live? No, it's going complete post details, which I thought I did. Um, okay. Well, we shall see what we shall see. How are you all this evening? Please say hello if you join me so I know what's going on. And it looks like I'm live. Yay! So let's see if we can manage to get a few people on. Might put my other light on, brighten up the place. I don't know if Jess is joining me tonight, but I will keep my eye in the studio going. Now, tonight, hope I've got all my little bits and pieces. I decided I'm going to make a little rollerball while you are all here, hopefully, if someone turns up. I'm going to have a little smell of my beautiful, oh my gosh, this is divine, frankincense squared. Beautiful. So our frankincense oil, this oil is is distilled with frankincense oil. So instead of using water, they used frankincense to help distill the oil. It is quite an incredible thing that Young Living are doing at the moment with that. So I have posted a few pieces of information, but what they are doing is using frankincense oil to help with the distillation process. And then they have discovered that using frankincense to distill the oil brings in more compounds, lots more goodness, and it is quite amazing. So please say hi when you join me. I'm in the, what am I in? I'm in the K's Essential Oil Wisdom group and streaming straight to YouTube. So, and also in the Vibrant Wellness. So I do not have anything to keep an eye on the comments in Vibrant Wellness. So if you're watching there, I am sorry, and I'll come back and answer those questions. Or if you want to jump out of Vibrant Wellness group and jump into the K's Essential Oil Wisdom group, and I will see your comments. I think I will. I'll just turn this down and yes, see. Hey, Louise, how are you? I can see a few faces here. Kylie Gregory, haven't seen you for a long time. Hope you are well. So, couple of things I'm going to talk about tonight, and one is Tranquil. So this is my go-to for putting myself to sleep in a really peaceful manner. So I normally roll it all around my temples, around the back of my neck, and I just float off into a sense of bliss. However, what do we do when our bottles run out? So I thought I'd hop in and show you. Let me know if anyone wants a reading, because I can do some of this after this if you want any inspiration. So that's closed and this is open. So I'm using our V6. I like to use V6 because it's quite a fine oil. It has grapeseed oil. Let me see. It has olive oil, sesame seed oil, sweet almond oil, wheat germs, sunflower seed, and olive oil. A really good mixture. And what I love about this is you can simply, so there's no mess, you can simply fill up the roller balls that you're making with the little pump. And I thought I would put some blue tansy in. And have you seen blue tansy? Look at the blue in this lid. It is just beautiful. For those of you who know, gosh, one of those oils that you feel like just eating. So blue tansy is very calming. It's in Valor. It's in a lot of our blends actually, but it is in Valor. Now, I'm not sure how thick this oil is because sometimes you have to be really patient. So what I do is line the oil bottle up with my hand. I stabilize it with this hand. It's all back to front for me. So I stabilize it with this hand, and here comes the drop. I thought it was. So when you drop the oils from the bottle, I used to think that the oil comes out of the middle hole. It actually doesn't. you have to turn it round because it comes out at the side of the middle. So if you're having trouble getting it out, just simply roll it round, and I can sort of half see it coming out. It must be a very thick oil, blue tansy. You need a lot of patience to do this. So, because I always want to go like this, and sometimes that doesn't really cut it. Let me just check that there is. It's really hard to see. I know there is oil in there. I can see it, but you just have to roll it round and wait till a couple of drops go in. Or you can, I haven't got one with me, but you can, oh, here it comes. There it goes. You can flick the lid off and put what do you call it? Gosh, it's a really thick oil. Flick the lid off and put a dropper bottle in the top and suck it out that way. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I can see another drop is forming. You can't because it's all dark. But there's another drop going in. I might I'll try and see if I can get 5 drops in. Here's another one. Here it comes. And it's the most beautiful, rich dark blue. And blue tansy is really, it's a real comforting oil. So to make a sleepy roller blend, it is a good oil to pop in the bottle. So that's, I don't know whether that's 2 or 3. I'm going to stop there because I'll add more if I feel inclined to. Now, lavender is another really good go-to for sleep. A really nice calming oil. We'll see how this one drops in. I don't know whether you can see it, but once again, you just have to be patient. Wait till you see the drop. Thought I could see it. I have to close one eye. Here it comes. And one. So you can always start with just a few drops, and you can always add some more. So I'm 2. I know this bottle's fairly empty, so it might run out. Here it comes, 3. Come on, drop out, little baby. Or sometimes I just wipe it on the side of the bottle. 3. Jess, do you want to jump on? Or you might be driving home. I did send you the link, I think. And one more. Come on, little oil dropper. So it just depends. You can just experiment. There's 4 in that. And I have another one called Vevita, which hey, you're just going to eat something and join. Awesome. So Vevita, I always have to hold my bottles up just to make sure I've got some in. Now, Vevita is really grounding. It is going to really relax the brain, help you to just chill out and calm down before bedtime. So, Jess, I'm making a sleepy time roller blend, and I've never tried this before, but that's how good these oils are. You just pick the smells you like, or aim for something, aim for whatever flavor you're wanting, whatever mood you're trying to invoke, and put them in the top of the bottle. And then what I will do is I'll just shake them up, shake the whole bottle. I'll show you that in a minute. Hey, Leslie, how are you, darling? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you are well. And this is going to be very trying because I can tell, I know Vevita's a pretty thick bottle. Now, often if they're thick, I'll just sort of pop them in my pocket or somewhere like that to warm them up and make them a little bit runnier, but this one's going to play hard to get. I can just tell. So what I'm going to do, instead of that, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. Now, this is really sticky. I'm going to take the bottom off. Well, I don't know if you can see, it's like honey. So it's nearly dropped the dropper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I've practiced this a little bit, so I'm just going to see if I can pour. Oh, wow. Very thick, very, very thick. So in that case, you would be better off to use the little dropper bottle for sure. But I'm going to put the lid back on, and what you can do is just squeeze it down like that, and then that firmly puts the plastic back in the top of the bottle, so you don't have oils all over your hand and make a mess everywhere. Now I'm going to put the lid back on this, and then what I'm going to do is bang it up and down like this. And what that does is it mixes all the molecules, disperses it all through the carrier oil, and it'll break down all the molecules into much smaller pieces so that it is blending it. Now, I know when Gary or when at Young Living itself, when they go to make blends, it is an art. They don't do it as simply as this. What they do is put in certain oils, essential oils they want in to make a mixture, and they will let it stand overnight, and then they will add more or do whatever they're going to do. But it takes a while, and Gary also talked about the order that you put your oils in the bottle makes quite a difference. So I haven't experimented as deeply as that, what Gary has done, but there's a whole art to it. Hi, Donna. How are you, darling? So this smells very heavy of Vivita. So now I can just roll that on my wrists, and within 20 seconds that will go right through my bloodstream, and I might fall asleep here on the live. So I'm going to put it all around here and get it right up in there behind the back of the brain stem, because this is a sleep one. So I want to get it right in to my brain area very quickly, and that is a really convenient way to do it. And then you could rub it on. This is what I do with my sleep oils. I just rub it all over me. And so it's all around here, all around my ears. And because there's carrier oil in this, I will have to rename it. But because there's carrier oil in this, it's one you can use really liberally. And this is a really good way of, one, recycling your bottles, and also, utilizing the oils to make it a very cost-effective way. Now, a lot of people say, Young Living costs too much money. We don't want to spend that money on our oils. Well, most of you will know what we'll be saying. Why wouldn't you want to spend that much money on your oils? Well, because they're going to work. They're going to sort things out. But the other thing is, you don't need as many drops if you're using a pure oil. And I'll see how that goes. What do you think, Jess?
There's more than that too, because if you think of the money that you spend on a perfume, and most perfumes nowadays are synthetically made. They've gotten the chemical compound off an oil or a smell, and it's synthetically made. Now, synthetics in your body and on your skin, actually, they build up over time, and they're not actually that healthy for you.
Mm.
So, to one, be able to make your own perfume, two, to know that it's good for your body and it doesn't have chemicals or poisons, or it's grown in really good soil. It's not just the process of that's a pure oil. It's the soil that it's grown in. It's what it's sprayed with. It's the whole intention behind it too, because after all, we all just like a vibration and frequencies. So, and there's so much in our environment that even just breathing the air sometimes can be really toxic. So, the less toxins that we use in our home and on our body, the better.
Exactly.
It's a really amazing thing. Sorry, Kay.
No, you're right. We know. I'm just letting people know, if you want an oil for inspiration, let me know. I'll pull you a card. And we know we're learning more and more about, I think it's great because more and more people are becoming aware of those hormone disrupting things that we can have around our home. And there's so many people these days looking for, alternative ways to handle all that we know with Young Living, we've got all the answers as far as that
And
goes.
that's what they found out with lavender, isn't it? Because I used to use this lavender moisturizer on my kids when they were babies, and then a report came out when they were like about 10 about how lavender was hormonally changing boys and to starting to grow breasts and then more studies were done into that. It was because they're using a synthetic lavender.
Yep.
And it was changing the hormones in boys and girls, like making them develop earlier because of the hormones that were in them. And I was like, oh my goodness, I was doing the right thing for my kids, a bit of lavender before they went to bed to make them a bit sleepy because my children were really quite hyper, I should say. So and the older I get, the more I realise how the integrity of what goes on our body and in our body needs to be pretty up there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now I'm going to show you another make and take because I found a really good thing to do with our collagen bottles. I'm pretty excited about this one because I've had it in the project list for a little while. And I've finally got round to ordering some of these little sprays. So this is pretty good because I've come up with this little system. So this is our concentrated thieves cleaner, which is seriously concentrated. So you don't need very much. And depending on what you are washing or what you want to use it for, and even so, I know it says here glass, you could do 50 parts part water, 50 or 100 to 1 part cleaner. But you can, I know Sarah, she doesn't use that much to clean windows. So you can also, you can reduce the amount it even says on the back of here. So, but what I'm going to do is, this is my old collagen bottle here. And I'm going to just put a little in the lid of the collagen bottle. I'm just going to put a little bit of concentrated thieves and pour that into the bottle. So I've got just a little bit of thieves, and then you would come along and simply top the rest up with water. And there you go. You've got this little spray, handy little spray. And I've bought these for samples for people. So when I'm out and about, I'm going to be, or if people join, they're going to go in the welcome packs this weekend. Oh, that's the wrong lid. Oh, that's good. That's interchangeable. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. But so that's a beautiful little mini spray bottle that I can pass on to other people for trialing. So I bought these sprays separately. And of course you could, hey Zeta, you can shake it up and you've got this little bench cleaner or bathroom cleaner, toilet cleaner, you name it, in your car. Well, I don't know, just anything.
In your bag, public toilet, public spaces.
Anything you want to surface spray. This is probably a little bit big for what I would use in my bag, but it's still doable. But this is a really good way to recycle those, what are they? Collagen. So the collagen is fantastic as well, but to recycle the bottles is even better. So you can enjoy the collagen and get the benefit of the collagen from Young Living. And if anyone's interested in, I can show you where to buy these sprays. And I think they're about $1, bit over $1 each for the spray head, which means it's a very cheap little bottle. And maybe I don't have to buy other bottles. You could, and I've just been drawing my own little labels on them. So that is 2 make and takes for tonight. So if you wanted to do a make and take, you just find the couple of oils that you like to mix together, mix and match, or you could even if it was a roller bottle for my grandchildren, I will just use the V6, and they all love Stress Away. It's a no-brainer, really. All my grandchildren love Stress Away. So instead of giving them the whole bottle, because some of them tend to be very generous with the oils, you can either you recycle one, or you can get yourself some little 10 ml rollers. And if anyone wants some, I've got some here. I can post them to you, and make your own. And that's what it's all about, because then you can create a cost-effective way of using your oils. So, would anyone like a reading? Someone's just joined. Hello, Maria Boone. Mostly Kay. Hey, where do you hail from, Maria? So, yeah. So I put in blue tansy in my little sleep roller, which I might fall asleep here soon if I'm not careful. Levita, and I put some lavender in, and I just put 3 or 4 drops of each, and I will see how I sleep tonight, because how many of you lie awake at night and toss and turn? It can be a battle. If
Well, I don't anymore.
you don't anymore.
I don't anymore. No, not since I've got I've actually been loving Sleepy Eyes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, but that's for kids.
Well, I'm a big kid at heart.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, people still say grow up, and it's like Peter Pan. I just don't think I ever will completely grown up. I can act like I'm a grown up, but
You don't have to be grown up all the time. But the point is, if Sleepy Eyes is working for you, it just goes to show that just because it is an oil blend mixed up for children and babies, it doesn't mean adults can't use them. It's just with the children's oils, they've got carrier oils in them. So it just, children don't need to have 100% pure oils on their skin, although they can, and I know a lot of us do, but you can make it go round further by putting some carrier oil in, and that's what the little children's bottles, they're all ready to go. It takes the guesswork out of it. It's fantastic. So we're waiting for some people to put their hand up who would like a bit of inspiration tonight. I want to smell this. It's the wrong one. Smell this, thieves. It's nice just
such a good smell, isn't it? It's like I use it with my kitty litter, and when the cats just sort of like when they do like a little love bomb.
Yes.
Usually when you've just cleaned the kitty litter, they really love using it when you've just cleaned it. And I'll use that. I'll also like spray it and spray the kitty litter on there, and spray the thieves on there, and spray it around in the air just to like break the smell. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Kylie saying yes, please. How have you been? Kylie. Shingles, pains, pimples, what to use? Pimples, I would use lemon oil, I would use tea tree oil. Shingles, helichrysum, I think. Reference, Rosie.
And Copaiba, lavender to ease it, bit of lavender to like soothe, for soothing. That would be a bit hot. Oregano, maybe some marjoram.
Look up your desk reference, and if you haven't got one, I'll look it up and send you a photo if you're interested. So Kylie, I've got clary sage for you, which is well known to be a great happy hormone oil. Very balancing, leveling. Yeah, good, Barbara. Panaway would be a shingles go-to. Ooh, you're learning your oils, Barb. Okay, so sorry, I got a bit distracted. Kylie, Okay, Benson. Yes. Well, we're coming out of winter, Kylie. Well, we're supposed to be, not here today. Balancing, leveling, an equalizer for your emotional body. Dancing with the feminine, cycling around your moon. So are you having the highs and the lows of, the female cycle? Clary Sage would be your friend, or anything such as Lady Sclerol that has Clary Sage in it. Very empowering. Or definitely Progescence. It is fantastic, particularly if you've got emotional highs and lows. Progescence. Every night I use my Progescence oil. Deep inhalation, soft topical touch. A calm swims through the hormones of life, birth, and death. You learn of the strength resting deep within your heart. So anything with clary sage in it. Have you got any clary sage or anything with clary sage in it, Kylie? And do you want to pull a card for Kylie, Jess? And I'll pull a blend for you.
I have, and I've got sandalwood. So I'm
Yeah.
using my oil. I'm feeling like we need as much oils as possible. And spiritual devotion, surrender. Know that you are blessed and have a direct link to the divine. Your guides and helpers are with you at this time and will assist you to achieve the best outcome. My guides and angels are always with me. I am blessed. So just remember that, like that there is always something there to help nurture you through the tough times and to help support you. Um, and if you have oils, to use them with intention to pull that in, to pull it in and help you to, like I consider them to be like a cloud, like they help support me through everything in life, basically.
Mm. And I pulled energy for you, Kylie. I have unlimited energy that flows through me effortlessly. So it is a great blend for when you are feeling, like you've lost your get up and go. And if you need something to help you through the day, energy would be possibly a good one, along with obviously Ningxia Red, was going to help with your energy as well. But yes, Kylie, I don't know if you've still got your account or where you're at, but if you do want to place an order, reach out and I can help reactivate your account. But your account might still be open. I'm not exactly sure. And what was I going to say? Oh, shingles. I would be also recommending the B vitamins. The what is it? The what the little
Master Formula.
Yeah.
Master Formula. I'm loving that. I've finally ordered that in and I'm loving that.
Yes. So that would be good for you as well, Kylie, if it's energy that you're lacking. But Rosie, that master formula would be good, and also mineral essence would be good, just for all the minerals in your body. If it was me, I would be doing raindrop oils probably every day, or if not, just whatever oils you've got, put on your feet every day. And Rosie, you probably got a good stash by now, so pick a dozen oils and just layer them one over the other. Very empowering. I have an amazing story of a lady who was using the oils, the premium bundle oils every day. She'd been given, told by the doctors to get her affairs in order, and I didn't know at the time, but she was given like 3 months to live, I think. And she's still alive, and I can't remember what it was she had, but most people are not still alive. But she was using the oils on her feet every day, as well as doing meditation. She stopped her busy lifestyle. She made a few other changes, and she is powering on. So yeah, I don't think we realize the power of these oils, and particularly when you use the oils along with intentions, or changing your lifestyle, getting off alcohol and drinking more water and taking an infrared, the whole kit and caboodle is a really empowering thing for all of us to do.
Absolutely. And I think it's saying to yourself that you actually do care for yourself and you care what goes into you, your body and on your body. And I can't stress that enough. Like it's actually saying, hey, I count. I'm important. I count. I'm going to start putting intentions into myself to show that I count and I love myself enough to care what I'm using.
Yes. Pleasure, Kylie. And yeah, have you got my phone number? Or just send me a message. We can talk. I'm away this weekend, but I'm home tomorrow, and I'll be home after the live. Or tomorrow night. Okay, so Rosie, would you like a card? I think I'll take that yes, please, as a yes, you would like a card. Is there anyone else who might like a card for a little bit of inspiration and good juju? So neroli for you, Rosie. Bring your mind, body, and spirit into focus with deep inhalation. So smell that neroli. I know neroli is a good one for lungs. Feel your third eye open. Allow your emotions to balance while they are calmed and soothed. Settle on this stabilizing foundation. From this place of clarity, you are able to lift off into your courage and joy. A prevailing sense of focus envelopes you. So I'm going to have a look in here, but I reckon neroli might not be in here, but let's see. And what you can read what you've got, Jess, while I'm...
I got bergamot. It's one of my favorite, bergamot. Self-acceptance, confidence, and optimism. Have confidence in yourself. Know that your angels are with you and guiding you at this time. I am blessed by angels that guide and protect me. I'm loved and I am lovable. And bergamot is a really uplifting smell too. It's what's in your Lady Grey tea, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorites. It's a very uplifting, citrusy smell. So grow your self-confidence.
Great if you're feeling anxious, which I think shingles is a definite sign of feeling, well, particularly.
That's like low stress, isn't it? Stress and low immune.
Yeah. And I've got release for you. So I choose to release what no longer serves me and replace it with. What about I choose to release the shingles because they don't serve me anymore and I replace it with something else.
I just put this on. I just put some of my release oil on. So feel the intentions of that in you that you're just going to release it.
Absolutely. So how are we, everyone? Is there anyone else who would like a little bit of inspiration? We'll give you a few minutes and see how you go. So
just sometimes takes that one little change, that one tiny little thing, and this is how it started for me. Like I just changed that one tiny little thing that turned into like a snowball rolling down the hill that just kept growing and growing and growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was just sort of like, well, the oils, I think, was the start of that little snowball. And then I'm going to start drinking more. I'm going to start changing my sleep patterns. And now I'm at the stage where, it's been over 6 months since I've had a cigarette. Like my life's just changed so dramatically to how I was a few years ago. And, and all it took was just that little tiny mind shift. I'm worthy.
Yes. Okay, Louise, we have you and then we'll have Barbara. So Louise, thanks for joining tonight, Louise. Frankincense, weeping into our collective divinity. So it's the Frankincense delivers the sweet resin of the earth. So it's a really grounding oil, but it's also the oil of having your feet on the ground but your head in heaven, which is just a great way to go, because when we are fully in the core of being grounded and having our mind lifted, the spirit, it is a wonderful thing. So touching your finger to this oil, close your eyes, drifting back through time. A time of hands healing spirit and body, a time rich with infused faith and high frequency experiences, a time like now with humans seeking health, love, and divine connection. Frankincense floats in on your inhalation, coaxing your vibrant spirit to come out and play. Oh, you just put some on your feet. Good on you, Louise. Yeah, it's the oil you grab if in doubt. You get your frankincense out.
Oh, so good. I love frankincense. Like around this part of your face, it's really, really, really beneficial. Like wrinkles don't like it very much. It helps with that and your skincare. It helps you. I love that it helps you ground, but it also helps you connect with your higher self. And while we're in this moment, and when you were speaking, Kay, I was just really like, have we checked in to see whether we're plugged into our higher self? And a really quick exercise that I like to do to just do a little check in is I imagine it's like an electrical cord, and I imagine it going up, and it is it plugged in? Hang on, and just sort of like, am I plugged into my higher self? Am I hearing from my higher self? And to just re-plug in. It's just good to check every now and again to see whether we are plugged into our higher self and, the old, and also grounded at the same time too, because we can be too plugged in, but we're not grounded to what's on the earth either. So,
Yeah.
and I got cardamom, which is also one of my favorites, which is self-control, objectivity, and respectful. So that's respecting yourself, like when you're plugged into your higher self and grounded, you're grounding yourself and it's helping you be more true to you. So don't let anyone push your buttons. Take a deep breath and release all tension and frustration. Take another look. It's not a good time to lose your cool. I look for happiness in every situation and remain calm.
Okay. So, I like that, because it goes nicely with the frankincense, because I know the affirmation or the thoughts, the intention when I'm using frankincense is I'm strong, I'm worthy, and I'm powerful. Very, very important for us to give ourselves that positive self-talk, so that, that naughty subconscious doesn't creep in with some of the counterproductive thoughts that can so often happen. Now, and the other blend I've got for you, Louise, is transformation. So have you been procrastinating? Have you been putting things off? And transformation will really shift you out of that funk if that's where you're in, or you might already be on the ball with your transformation. Gets you ready to move forward and brings more positivity into your life. So it's one that it will, eliminate that self-doubt and really push you forward into just being the highest version of you possible, really. I love transformation. Beautiful oil. Now one for Barbara Clark. Oh, gee, we had a wild and woolly day today. Woo! The rain was going sideways, and it's so nice.
Wow.
All come to a standstill.
Isn't it amazing that when things get wild and woolly, it makes us appreciate the calm?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And then it's just like peace. Just nice to still the mind. All right, for Barbara, sandalwood. Sacred and rare. Touch a drop to your third eye. So sandalwood is, I think, it's high in sesquiterpenes, which helps to reprogram your brain. Being patient, feeling positive about everything in my life at the present. Good on you, Louise. And let us know. Did you want to have a chat still? Send me a message. We can organise that over Messenger, because I think we were going to have a bit of a conversation. Touch a drop to your third eye. Breathe and offer gratitude for your potential. This is for Barbara. Create a bridge of acceptance across the divide of ego and judgment. Sandalwood offers a journey to higher dimensions, showing us we are all from the same tree, freeing us from mental pain. Breathe in again and sit quietly, turning your attention inwards towards source. Feel your sacred life force pulsing, reaching your roots out to all with love. So sandalwood it's a really sacred oil, great for meditation, great for just self-appreciation is what the words that are coming to me now.
Rich and earthy, and like Three Wise Men is really a good blend to get, because that's got your sandalwood, frankincense, and myrrh. And I just love that. I'm a third eye, and that helps me feel mystical and like really rich, like earthy and rich and vibrant, and almost like, that going back to biblical times of just being anointed.
I've got sandalwood out of the oils of the scripture. Pack that I won once at one of the Young Living events, which was very, very special. And I've just opened. I've got some sitting here, but yum.
I love that. And I got juniper berry. Juniper. Release all guilt and stress. Know that you have done all that you can. Better times are ahead. I release all my worries and cares to the universe and know that everything can improve.
There you go. And Barb, inspiration is your third oil, and I am aligned with my unlimited creativity, and it flows through me with ease. Beautiful oil for opening the door for, fresh ideas and things like that. You don't have sandalwood yet. Just put it on your list, darling. That ever-growing list that we have. I remember a day when I sort of didn't have all the oils, but pretty much I've got most of them. I don't think there's any. I don't know. Although I'd have to go back and have a look.
That's where I started getting, like when I first started wanting to grow my oil collection, especially with the ones that were a little bit more pricey, that's when I would get the blends. So that's when I would get the Three Wise Men, because it had the, and you can still use it the same as you would use just sandalwood. And I found that I could still have them, but I could also have more, like even like rose, like things that like blends that rose are in, like it's,
She's got the scripture oils coming. I was just about to say that to you. So you will have sandalwood scripture oil stash. So that's pretty.
I love my scripture oils. It's so good.
Yeah. And on that note, there's, scripture oils. If you've got any children, or if you are in sensory overload, children on, on the spectrum somewhere, where these days we've got lots and lots of children who are, struggling out in the world because of their diagnosis and their sensory issues going on. A lot of people have had some great success with the scripture oils and putting them all on your feet. And I know that there's a lot of people who have been working with the oils and their children in so many ways, and finding, something goes on, and there's a shift that happens, which is fantastic. And a lot of that I can't really talk too much about, but if you are interested in learning more about that, let me know. But the oils of the scripture are fantastic if you've got any high sensory kids that would let you put oils on their feet, because I also know that some kids are so sensitive they, the smells, they either warm to them or they don't, but they know which ones they would like to cope with. So
You could always put a drop in their shoes or something.
all of that, yes. But I think the best thing is to, or do it at not, put them to sleep, hijack their little toes after they're asleep. Give the big toe a good wiggle, because that is the reflex point for the brain. And most of us are in overwhelm, I think, mentally. A lot of us get tired because we're working hard, working too much, or just mentally stressed out from just trying to survive at the moment. So there's a lot of people who are compromised and under a quite a high anxiety type situation. And that's, of course, where the oils come in. And as I showed earlier, making your own blends is the perfect way to make the oils go around. And if you join Young Living with us, I will be sending you a welcome pack. So if you have not got the oils yet, or Young Living oils, reach out, because to Jess or myself or whoever's invited you into this group. And if you join our team, you'll get a lovely welcome pack with some little goodies in. And I usually talk to people to see what they're interested in, and make up a pack that way, depending on what you feel you needed. So, yeah. Well, I think that's about. Is there anything else you want to say tonight, Jess?
No, I don't think so. Just that having the oils behind me, like, I've got the energy, and I used to use that all the time, because I feel like I was almost in a state of like chronic fatigue. I was so depleted of everything, and I'd gone through, like, my health had been so low for many years, and so I was very depleted. And to have like energy, to have the stress away, to have peace and calming, it gave me a moment to actually be able to stop and breathe and actually think, so that then I could do the next journey. Like, it was almost like I hadn't stopped and taken a real good breath in, like, 10 years, really. And
wow.
They gave me, well, really since 1996, but, I suppose I was on painkillers since 1996. So getting the oils gave me a chance to stop and breathe and actually go, oh, okay, all right, what next? And it was almost instant. Like, when I sort of like smelt them, it was almost like this instant, ooh, okay. And then chatting to UK, and like, oh, well, how are you feeling? Like, it was like you did like a kind of like a little bit of analysis, like, okay, so what are you feeling? What are you doing? What have you done? Where are you wanting to go to? What are you wanting out of this? And the premium bundle gave me enough oils to kind of like play around with, to kind of like, start using different products in my home, to start cleaning my home, for starters. And there was enough in there to, it was like jump starting your car when you've got a flat battery. It's like, ooh, okay, like it, and it's just been up and up and up since then. So it, but it was that first step of actually, you said, after the show and spiritual events, you said, reach out, like, let's have a chat.
Can you say that again? Because it all went.
Oh, sorry. So after the show, which you're on spiritual events, you said, reach out to me afterwards. Like, I'm free afterwards. Like, reach out to me on Messenger. And I did, and then we had a chat, and you were always never like, you were never in too much of a hurry or too busy, unless you were actually busy, but you were always there for me to reach out to, and, oh, I've got this question or I've got that question. And so I wasn't just given like this premium bundle and there you go, off you go have a play with that. It was like, okay, well, how about you try this and how about you try that? And I've always been into herbs, so I sort of did a bit of my own, but I was at that stage where I couldn't do that for myself because I was so depleted. So I'd almost like forgotten everything that I'd known because I just had no energy to do that. So you held my hand through, you know, the testing of the oils out, which was wonderful. And I think if I'd just been left to sort of like float in the oily darkness, I possibly wouldn't have, well, maybe I would have, but I like,
Andy.
but it was having that support through the whole thing when I was that depleted that actually really encouraged me to keep on with it. And, you know, and you're going, well, just try, you know, and then you know, no, the Ningxia Red, that would really help. So then, you know, that took like a few months for me to go, oh, okay, well, I'm worthy of that too. And, well, Ningxia Red's a daily now.
Just talking about our Ningxia Red, which comes in bottles, and it's a super antioxidant, highly nourishing drink and full of wonderful fruit that doesn't spike your blood sugar level, and it is
it's good for your digestion, it's good for your skin.
And Barbara's sending you love hearts, Jess, so she's agreeing as well. Barbara must be on this as well pretty regularly. So we have been doing Ningxia challenges. We've done a few challenges in the last few months. We might warm up to do another one maybe next month. I'm not sure when we'll do the next one. When someone says, come on, let's do another round. But I'm doing the Ningxia challenge. I'm back on it because I'd started putting weight on again. So I'm back into increasing my doses and drinking more water at the moment. And Louise is saying, thank you, ladies, that she'll be in touch. And Leanne Thompson is here and Andy Dan. So good to see you all.
Wonderful. And enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay, darlings. So reach out if you want to chat. And I look forward to catching up with you, Louise, when that happens, and Kylie Gregory and anyone else who might be watching the replay. Just reach out if you have any questions. We're always here to help you answer your questions and encourage you to get into the oily way of life, because you will never.
Because I'm not here because I'm trying to do sales. I'm here because, to me, it's a testimony of what's happened to me. And I think so many more people are worth it. Like, you are seriously worth to the transformation of your life, to just have that, I don't know, like, I can't say enough. Like I'm here promoting this because I know it works. That's it. Like, you just got to sit there and go, you're worth it. Like, as simple as that.
I've got a T-shirt that says everybody needs oils.
And oils with integrity.
Exactly. And intention.
Not just any oils, like as much as they all say how good they are, can you go on their farms? Can you actually go and see the whole seed to seal process? Can you see where the seed comes from? Where does the seed come from? A lot of them are like genetically modified nowadays. The population lavender, now that's a story like of how most lavender in the world is from cuttings, probably from plants from, like, say, 100 years ago. I'm not sure how long, but, you know, like cuttings, that it keeps being a cutting and cutting and cutting. So that lavender, most of the world's lavender, that has not evolved. That has not evolved with the times. That has not had chance to, you know, like, get stronger, or Now, Young Living has most of the world. It's called population lavender, which is lavender that's grown from seed. So when there's more of a drought time, the stronger ones are the ones that they get the seed from. A lot of some of their lavender will die. Like the field doesn't look like this amazing field that you see, because the strong keep growing stronger and have their lavender, which they get the seed from. So it's actually it's changing through the environment. It's like Kay could probably explain it better, but it's actually not a 200-year-old bush that's just, or 100 year that's just from cuttings. It's actually evolving
Because,
with the environment and growing stronger.
And the reason it is evolving or changing, because every year you have a different climate and the soil's different, and the seed goes in the, or seeds that are grown in different areas produce different crops as well. So, and Young Living have done lots of research in all of that. And we are lucky to have the quality of oils we get because of the way Gary did his research and created our beautiful company.
From the seed, all the way from the seeds that they harvest to what's in the soil, to the environment, to like no pesticides or anything are used, to picking the plant at its optimum. So it's got to be its optimal best, whether that's like 12 o'clock at night, because some plants need to be picked at 12 o'clock at night. That's when they're at their optimal best, so they get picked to that, not just sort of like, oh, well, let's just harvest it today. It gets tested before then to see if it's at that level. So and if it doesn't reach that level, then they don't make the oil, because it's not at the quality that they want it to be at, or the level. It's got to be at this level before they do it. And if it's down here, they don't use that. So they'll just go, sorry, we're not having that oil this year, and we do without. So that is, it's not about the dollars, it's about the quality.
You've summed that up beautifully.
Thank you. I had a good teacher.
And it's great. It's just good to be able to talk about it and share it. So I'm going to love you all and leave you. No one else has asked for any inspiration. So thank you for joining us. Really enjoyed having you here. If you watch the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know that you've been dropped in on our group. And look after yourselves. Stay warm, stay wonderful, and stay healthy. Lots of love from me and lots of love from
Jess.
Bye, darlings.
See ya.